All right, folks, we are here at the UK Games Expo. I'm here with Jess from Thunderworks Games, and we're going to be talking about another game in the expanding universe from cartographers we talked about before and role players. And this is Stonespine Architects. Ooh, tell us a little bit about this one.
I'd be happy to. So this is a game where you're building a fantasy dungeon in our fantasy world of Ulos.
Love it.
You've explored the world in cartographers. You've met some of the adventurers in role player. The adventurers have to have dungeons to go through. So over the course of 4 rounds, you'll build 4 levels of the dungeon, and as you go deeper and deeper, trying to build more labyrinthine paths, because as a minotaur, labyrinths are kind of what you do.
It's your bag, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. So as you go through, your master has given you a blueprint card that tells you what kind of things he wants you to have in your chambers and where, what kinds of rooms, what kind of monsters and traps, and then it's your job to do that as best you can.
Yeah.
So as you go through, you'll have a hand of cards, such as this, and you'll pick one card, place it in your dungeon, pass the rest to your neighbor, and they circulate through. So as you go, you have that decision of, do I want to pick the one that connects best in my labyrinth, or do I want to make sure that my goal is met? That in the end, you can also go to the market. So after every year, you tally up how much gold you have, go to the market, you can purchase some things to fix the problems in your dungeon that you may not have had. So there's a lot of ways that you can score victory points, ranging from the path that you take through the dungeon to achieving your goals. You can also go for the group goals that are on that board right there that everyone is working towards, or you can drop out of the market, lose your money from the round, and pick up a personal goal first.
Right, okay.
So if I see that you've got a lot of slimes in your dungeon and there's a goal about the slimes, maybe I want to take it from you just so you can't have it.
I see.
Or perhaps it's worth it to me and my points to pick up some other things. So it's got a lot of decision. It's very familiar for people who've played cartographers.
I was going to say, it's got a lot of very familiar DNA to cartographers. I've played it quite a lot. I'm glad there's ways to solve your problems, as problems seems to just grow and grow in cartographers, and you're like, there's too many of these loving gremlins and goblins everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it may not surprise you then to learn that this is from the designer of cartographers.
Well, there you go.
So you'll find a lot of familiarity with the iconography, but also the way that the game feels. It's a completely different gameplay. None of the rules are the same, but it feels somewhat the same. So if you've enjoyed that kind of game, this is very accessible. It's easy to pick up. Once you know how it plays, I'd say 35 minutes. So it's quick to learn. It's got enough to think about, where you've got a lot of strategic meat, but it doesn't bog you down.
So you can fit a couple of these in a game night, and because of the modular nature of it and the way that it plays out differently each time, lots of different ways to kind of like, well, I didn't do too well in game 1, but hopefully if I come back for game 2, I'll get some sort of better luck.
And
so, yeah.
since all of our games play down to solo, you can also play solo and perfect your dungeon craft.
Absolutely amazing. Can folks pick up Stonespine Architect here at the show this year?
I believe some people may have it at their booths,
Ooh.
as we do not have a booth yet.
So you have to go hunting for it.
You will. You may want to check Wayland Games, perhaps.
Okay, yes.
Quite a number of retailers have it, and we've met a lot of retailers so far already, and so I would not be surprised, but failing that, you can of course go to our website, thunderworksgames.com. This is the new release, so it's definitely, you will have no trouble finding it there, and we always have more coming for it. So.
And most importantly, I assume people can come and demo the game as well.
Absolutely, please.
Yes. There we go. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot. Where's your stand?
We don't have a stand.
Oh, what?
This
Where are
is
you?
our
Where?
recon mission.
Oh, okay.
So
Sure.
this is our first time coming over to UK Games Expo. We're doing this as kind of a recon, meet
I
some of the
see.
people that we
Right.
haven't met in
Okay.
person, and then next year the plan is to have a real booth.
Perfect. Perfect. So we'll see you next year for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Jess. That was absolutely fantastic. Make sure you check out Stonespine Architects. Looks amazing. As a fan of cartographers myself, I think this one's going to be next on my shelf, potentially. Very cool indeed. We're going to move on and dive into another video. Make sure to check out the live blog, the live stream, and everything else that we're doing this year at UKGE. We'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.